Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Today we're going to be doing challenges 37 through 48 of the August 2025 monthly challenges. To begin with, we have challenge 37. This is Fiora and Caitlyn. Special rules are guided meditation and gathering storm. Guided meditation means you can play basically anything you want, so you don't have to use Kindred here. I'm going to because I like Kindred against Fiora. For relics, I'm using Guardian Angel and 2 Stalker's Blades. For support, because of Guided Meditation, which gives you 10 mana gems to start, you can take whatever you want. I think this Volibear here is going to be great. Expensive champions are fine. And for a power, or for the shop rather, you're going to want to look for things that, I don't know, do something good. So like Gigaphage on Volibear is probably great. We go into Fiora, whose power is Time to Duel. When one of the foe's allies challenges an enemy, give that ally +1/+1 and tough this round. Alright. Reroll anything that's not a champion, hoping to draw your champion. Drop Kindred, it'll kill Fiora. We could play Tortured Prodigy if we want, don't have to. And because we're Enlightened, Winter's Touch will draw us a card. We do want to try to get Volibear here. We don't find him, which is fine, I guess. We're going to go ahead and kill our Kindred with Spirit Journey to remove the 2 blockers. And then we're going to Black Spear this one, in case they have another one to drop. They might still have more, but we're going to have to go with this. Spirit Journey Kindred again, still have more blockers. And we just attack here. We're gonna Spirit Journey again. Maybe could have waited a little bit to see if they had dropped another unit. And we're gonna play Mask Mother there, absorbing all of those stats. Attack with everything. Fiora doesn't have any combat tricks, so she can't stop you on an attack. And we're going to go ahead and take Deathless. This will give us a ton of Kindreds on the board. So we're going to have to watch the amount of space of things on our board. And we're going to take Quick Strike Blade on Volibear. And go into Caitlyn, whose power is on the case. Round start. Foe plants 1 Flash Bomb Trap in the top 8 cards of the player's deck. Shouldn't matter at all. Quick Strike Blade on Volibear will let us I don't know, do a lot of damage. Unless of course it gets blocked, which obviously it does. And we'll just do this. Pretty bad attack on their end. And we're gonna go ahead and play the Tortured Prodigy as a passing move. Let them play the card. Because we are low on mana now, we do play our Kindred, and we can attack with... These units are probably fine. If the Tortured Prodigy dies, not super upset about it. Volibear levels up, giving everything overwhelm. I'm gonna Mask Mother Volibear here. Kind of as a passing move, let them play another card. I'm gonna go ahead and Spirit Journey Kindred to get rid of the units. And we're gonna play Volibear with Quick Strike Blade. This time he does have Overwhelm. And we still don't have quite enough to win the game, but obviously next round should be fine. Challenge 38 is Swain. Special rules are Power of Observation. Game start, all players summon a Hextech Observatory. This refills your mana on the first spell you play, and nothing but Powder Monkeys 2. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Monkey. This I'm going to be using Nami with Double Grand Generals and Chemtech Duplicator. If you have Echoing Spirit, you're going to want to use that. It's really good on Nami. You can also do Chosen by the Stars. That is also fun. I'm gonna play Rise. We're gonna get mana back on our first spell, so having all the spells that Rise has is pretty good. You can go into Swain, whose power is Suffer, and start deal 3 to the player's damaged units. So try to just make sure you don't like habit block. And realistically, I probably should have re-rolled all of that, but I didn't. It's fine. Drop Nami here. And we're gonna pass, otherwise we're gonna get hit with Suffer. And we're gonna drop Rise. He gets targeted, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and play Ebb. Then we're gonna use Flow to heal him so he doesn't die. Then we're gonna Ebb and Flow on ourselves. And we're gonna Ebb again. This will double because it's our 4th spell. Then we're gonna Flow. And we're kind of out of mana now. So we're gonna attack. We don't attack with Nami because if she gets blocked, she'll die from the Suffer ability. Swain comes down, that is fine. I'm gonna play Delve into the Past and take the Rune Prison. You can just Rune Prison here. You don't have to. We're gonna drop 2 Wiggly Burble Fish. Now that we're gonna have Chemtech Duplicator next round, we're not particularly worried about anything else. We have no mana problems anymore. They play Ebb, we play Flow. I think our hand is full actually. We're gonna burn a couple cards. And we play Ebb and Flow. We have a ton of damage and elusives here. Just gonna attack with all of those. And we win the game. Nami is very, very good. Challenge 39 is Fizz. Special rules are Savage Mysticism. Round start, each player gets a mana gem, Vicious Enemy, and Iterative Enhancements. Round start, the foe summons the next turret. For this we're using Volibear, double Stalkers, and Curators. You could do triple Stalkers, you could do triple Curators. Doesn't super matter. For support, we're going to take Jarvan. If he levels up, he creates a Cataclysm every round, which will give us extra attacks. It's kind of like having a single target rally, which is really nice. And at the champion items chest, we are going to be looking for cost reduction, not pale imitation though. If we don't find it, we'll take Quick Strike Blade. Overwhelm was maybe the best option in those sets. Then we go into Fizz, whose power is Mercurial Nature. Round start, the foe creates in hand a fleeting spell that costs 3 or less from their regions. It costs 1 less. An idea is that Savage Mysticism will get us to play Volibear pretty early, and then we just win the game as soon as Volibear is on the board. So we're going to start by playing an Invocation of Thunder, giving us this sigil. And I think we're going to play another Invocation of Thunder as well. We'll still have plenty of mana for next round. And we're going to pass. We get hit pretty hard there, but it's okay. I mean, it was only 7 damage. It wasn't really that hard. So here we can Avalanche. This will kill most of their units, which will create a bunch of Sigils of the Storm, which will then let us play Volibear, which also summons Jarvan because we had enough mana. This is all off of Savage Mysticism, of course. And then we're going to go ahead and attack here. Volibear levels up. Jarvan is 1 of 3. And we could Avalanche here if we wanted. I'm going to drop on Scarred Reaver for no particular reason, since it's not going to matter at all. And then here we're going to go ahead and attack. And that is that. Challenge 40 is Draven and Fiora. Special rules are Savage Mysticism, round start, each player gets a mana gem, and fan favorite, round start, give the foe strongest unit +2/+0 and overwhelm this round. That overlands on Draven, it's actually pretty bad. And then we're going to be using Kindred with Guardian Angel and double Stalker's Blade. Same plan as before, just play Kindred, kill Kindred, make sure they have no units ever, and then finally attack and win the game. If we can get overwhelm at some point, that would be great. And we're going to take Solter here for the mana gem. And we're going to be looking for cost reduction or overwhelm, something like that. More mana gems if we find them. I'll take Power Riff on Evelyn, that'll let me play Evelyn a little bit earlier. That's better than, I think it was Vampiric Scepter on Kindred, because we're not really worried about our hit points. If we were, then Vampiric Scepter on Kindred is actually pretty amazing. Then we go into Draven, whose power is God Among Gladiators. Round and the foe summons Draven if he isn't in play. When Draven attacks, give him +1/+0 and double attack this round. So like I said, the double attack plus overwhelm would be really bad. We're going to try to make sure that doesn't happen. And keep Wings in the Wave in hand. It does have draw a card, so normally you don't want to take extra cards because you're trying not to put a card in a place where you would rather have your champion. Because Wings in the Wave draws a card, it's kind of like not having that in your hand. Oh, block with 0/1 that doesn't do anything. We're going to drop Evelyn here, and then we're going to drop Solter. This will level her up. Can't do anything this round regardless, but we did put our extra mana gem in play. And we're going to drop Prankster here. This will let us take advantage of every time one of our units dies. Fortunately, they drop Minotaur Reckoner. That's really early for Reckoner. And so we can't actually attack into that yet. We will be able to eventually. But not right now. So, if we had Kindred, we would have won the game, or at least been in a much safer position already. But because we don't have Kindred, we're in a pretty unsafe position. Gonna block over here, and then obviously I'm not gonna take 25. We're gonna Spirit Journey here, and we'll block here. I think this is the best route to minimize our losses while not taking too much extra damage. We can play Tortured Prodigy, and then I think I'm going to Mask Mother Evelyn. That'll give me a scout unit with more stats. And we draw into another Evelyn, so no loss there. We're going to attack, killing Minotaur Reckoner. And we can also kill Kato. That'll reduce the amount of overwhelm damage that we're going to take. And again, without drawing our champion, kind of in a bad position. I'm gonna play Solter or Domination here, and that'll eat some of those husks. Gonna block here. You have to block Shiraza. She does double damage. And I think this is a pretty good block. And I'm gonna go ahead and Spirit Journey Domination to get another Deathless version, and also put out another husk. And you can see that I'm out of cards. Being out of cards is not a good place to be. Gonna attack. I guess there's not much I can do here. They're also close to out of cards, which is nice. Again, we have to block the Shirazas. I don't super want to lose Evelyn here, so I'm gonna Spirit Journey. We can Black Sphere the biggest unit, drop another Domination. I have like a decent amount of elusive, although I think Evelyn's gonna drop hers. We still haven't pulled our champion, we have 10 cards left. If we play Crumble, it's gonna put extra copies in our deck, which will make it harder to draw Kindred. I think that would be bad, so I'm gonna try to hold off on that as long as possible. I'm gonna attack with Scout here, and then I feel like something like this is probably reasonable. Still don't get Kindred. We block, we block, we block, and Spirit Journey. Taking no damage here. We're gonna play Mask Mother targeting nothing, we'll just eat all the husks. 8 cards left. Can attack with Mask Mother. We still don't get Kindred. Block, 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 Spirit Journey. Phantom Prankster here is doing damage, so we are slowly whittling our opponent down. And our Crumble is just enough to win the game here. They didn't draw our champion, which obviously makes the game harder, especially when they're replaying a Draven every round. But overall, still fine. We just found a different way to do damage. And we're gonna get rid of our worst card, which I don't know. Probably Tortured Prodigy. And go into Fiora, whose power is Time to Duel. When one of the foe's allies challenges an enemy, give the ally +1/+1 and tough this round. We do have Kindred this time, so we're great. Drop Domination. Maybe you could have dropped Evelyn. Not sure what's better there. We're gonna drop Kindred. We can play the Wings and the Wave. That'll draw a card, which will reduce Evelyn's cost due to the Power Riff. And I have to kill a Husk for her power to go off. Don't really have a Husk right now. It's okay, we're just gonna go ahead and crumble Fiora here. And we're also going to Spirit Journey Kindred. That'll get rid of the other blockers. We just attack for everything here. Board space is full, so I don't know. There's something we have to deal with. I'm gonna go ahead and lose that Domination, it's just gonna make a new one anyway. And we're gonna Spirit Journey Kindred one more time. Guess I could have waited. Black Spear. We don't have 20 damage. But we can crumble here. Those praise store up damage over time. And they have enough damage to win the game. So, as you can see, if you draw Kindred, things are better. but it is what it is. Challenge 41, I'm making a change. I had something else here, Grand General's Counterplan, I'm replacing it with Gale Force. This is because Challenge 41 is Darius with Forest Workout. All units have strike double might power. This will let Diana strike twice in the first round, and they also have Nature's Revenge. When the foe gains the attack token, they summon a sapling. Relics are Gale Force, Troll King's Crown for the overwhelm. You can use full build if you have Chosen by the Stars, use that. And we have Caulfield's Warhammer. This just gives us a bit of extra damage to start with. Diana is great with either Scout or something like Forest Workout. And you would like a low cost something here. So I'm going to spend here reroll. I'm going to take the Demacian Steel, but would like something a little bit better probably. We're just going to pass here. Didn't even look at what that was. We're going to go to the champion item chest. +1 in Fury is probably good enough. Better take it. We go into Darius, whose power is Hemorrhage. Round end, deal 1 to the player's Nexus for each unit the foe has. And so we do want to draw Diana. That's kind of important. We draw 2 Vayne, which forces Diana. That's fine with me. Play the Mountain Goat here. This will just let us block. And we pass. We play the Heavens Aligned. This will let us trigger Nightfall on our champion. I wish I had something as a passing move here. He does have Apprehend, and if Apprehend hits, kind of ruins my whole attack. Full attack with the goat. And Gale Force puts Diana back into my hand. Play Lunari Duskbringer. He is apparently going to die. We can stop it with Pale Cascade though. And then we'll be able to block because we don't want to get hit by this. We're going to go ahead and draw Vayne here. Lose our goat. Probably fine. And we'll go ahead and use a gem. I'm going to put a gem into the Duskbringer so that when we do this attack, if they block with the Basilisk Rider, the Basilisk Rider will die. So that'll cost them something. Then we're going to attack with Vayne. This will trigger Scout, which gives us another attack. They can block both. But if we condemn first, then they can't. Fortunately, don't quite have enough damage to win here. I guess I'll take 10.
I will release them from their pain.
It's a little disappointing that we weren't able to attack with Diana. Would have been fun. Would have been able to show how that works, but whatever, win's a win. Challenge 42 is Lulu. Special rules are Savage Mysticism. Round start, each player gets a mana gem. You've seen how we use that already. And fan favorite, round start, give the foe strongest unit +2/+0 and overwhelm this round. Again, we're going to be using Volibear, Double Stalkers, and Curators. Savage Mysticism just gives us that extra mana, and we're able to put Volibear on the board. He's on the board to win the game. You know, the usual. And take Irelia, because Irelia is fun. And we're going to Spell Shield Volibear. And at the champion item chest, and take double attack. We'll go into Lulu, whose power is Adoribus. Round start, transform the player's strongest follower into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. I keep one Babbling Bird. Not very good, but he has Challenger on him, so potentially we could make some use out of that. I'm gonna drop Irelia here, and can't really attack with her yet. She does have less Breath Rally, which is something I could potentially take advantage of later. Drop Tarkaz, it'll give us a Sigil of the Storm, and then we'll block with him. That's another Sigil of the Storm. This means that this round we're going to be able to drop Volibear. Certainly they play another unit, they're going to block Volibear because they can't take 18 damage. And we're going to Flawless Duet. On Scarred Reaver as a blocker for next round. I think Irelia probably dies here, but of course if she dies I rally, so honestly pretty positive for me if that happens. They block with Irelia. And play a new Irelia. Attack with the blades. Hoping they'd block with something, but they didn't. And overall shouldn't matter that much. We're just gonna attack and win the game here. 1 damage short. And we'll finish it off now. You can play a lot of things into Savage Mysticism. I like higher cost champions, but you can play like some bad low champions to take advantage of just having extra mana. Challenge 43 is Tryndamere and Ezreal. Special rules are guided meditation. All players start with 10 mana gems and rock 2 hard round start. Deal 1 to all players' units. I'm going to be using Elder Dragon for this with Lost Chapter, Chemtech Duplicator, and Hymn of Valor. Kench would also be like a decent choice. You'll be able to eat Tryndamere's units, so they won't have the ability to revive. And also when Ezreal hits you with Static Shock, your units will just get stronger, which is also very good. I'm gonna go ahead and take Ornn here, just because he costs a lot. We don't want to reduce, we don't hate reducing his cost, but we want something on Elder Dragon instead. We'll take Dragon Egg. And why not Strafing Strike as a starter? You know, to Tryndamere, whose power is Undying Rage. Each round, the first time the foe's units would die, grant them Tough, Overwhelm, and Fearsome instead. So the first one that dies doesn't die. It's really annoying. Really strong power, actually. Go ahead and reroll everything but Ornn. And it looks like Elder Dragon's cost is already reduced. So we can play him, or we can save him for next round. And just save him for next round here. Give my dragon Deathless. And we're gonna play Ornn, copy and combat reel. We'll give him impact. You can see Elder Dragon's cost has been reduced, and not like a huge point in blocking here, but we'll be able to kill the Starlit Seer. Actually we won't, because Tryndamere doesn't die, he levels up. Here we're gonna play Otrani as a passing move, and then we're gonna drop Elder Dragon. Might get hit with Buried in Ice here. But we're going to redouble the Valor with Chemtech Duplicator. This attack will level Elder Dragon up, so he is unstoppable. And yeah, that just wins the game. Gonna take Quick Strike Blade on Elder Dragon. It's probably fine. At the healer, we're going to remove a card, and we don't need Otrani because we don't need mana. Then we go into Ezreal, whose power is Target Practice. Foe's spells cost 1. Rounds start, create a Fleeting Static Shock in the foe's hand. If they have leveled a champion, create a Fleeting True Shot Barrage instead. Let me go ahead and reroll here. Hopefully pulling Elder Dragon, we do get him. We're gonna drop Catagrin here since it isn't our attack. We'll give him tough, I guess. That'll protect him a little bit from the static shock, which probably won't come anyway. And I'm gonna pass here, let them play cards. And we're gonna go ahead and Strafing Strike. Lose a unit, but it's fine. Don't play another dragon here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop Elder Dragon. This is a Targon Ezreal, so he could have some sort of stun, but since he hasn't used it yet, I don't think he can now, because Elder Dragon levels up and becomes unstoppable. Challenge 44 is Irelia. Special rules are Chronicle of Ruin. Round start, kill all units and revive them, and beyond mere flesh. Those units have +1/+1 for each of their keywords. Going to be using Yasuo with Everfrost, Crown Guard, and Tempest Blade. Yasuo isn't particularly good into Chronicle of Ruin, might actually be actively bad into it, but he is really good at stopping Irelia, which is kind of the main thing that we're looking for here. And I think I'm going to take Callista, given that all our units are going to die. If we can get Callista to level up, she'll be resummoning the strongest unit. Could play something like Gwen here. I think that'd probably be good. We're going to take Scout on Yasuo, because we're going to need to be able to attack multiple times. And we're going to reroll here looking for something. Cost reduction on Gust of Palm is fine. We go into Irelia, whose power is Infinite Blade Waltz. When the foe blade dances, they grant their strongest unit +1/+1, and it attacks with the blades. I think this is like roughly fine. Drop Callista here, she attacks. Attack again. Every time she comes back into play, she's gonna stun. And I think I want to Concussive Palm Irelia, but we can wait until she attacks the first time. That way the stun will hit her now and also later, which I think is great. Drop the Fae Blade Twirler. He's not gonna level or grow quite as well as he normally would, since he's gonna continually be killed, so that part's a little bad. Aside from that, should be fairly good. And then we're gonna go ahead and Black Spear. Then you're gonna play Storm of Blades. I'm gonna block one of them. And I'm gonna drop Yasuo now. Attack with Scout. Attack with everything. I'm going to change the positionings. I think I want Fae Blade Twirler on the left, because I think when they die and revive, they'll revive first, and then the two Everfrost will go off. Something like that. I play Shadow Assassin here. We can use it to block something. We're gonna block, and we're going to stun and block. I'm gonna play Haunted Relic. Not sure if this will go off before Chronicle of Ruin goes off. It does. So we do get the level up on Callista. Attack with Scout. So you sort of knew this was going to happen, it's fine. Just do a bunch of blocks here. Recall the Ribbon Dancer. All our units are stronger now. Attack again. Win the game. I didn't love that. I think something like Gwen might have just been more fun and quicker and better. Challenge 45 is Irelia and Draven. Special rules are Blinking Flames. All spells and skills deal 1 extra damage and withstand. Round start, grant the foe's units +0/+1. For this I'm going to be using Veigar with double Ludens and Chemtech Duplicator. Because of Blinking Flames, we should kind of be able to undo the withstand increase in their health, and should be fine. And take Scion because I really like Roar of the Slayer. It helps us just get rid of some extra units. And we could take Dragon's Rage, that's not terrible, but we don't really have any units that grow very large, so we're just gonna skip it. I don't hate Savage Shield on Veigar. Making him a little bit more hardy isn't bad, but we'll take Farsight Alteration for sure, and this Mana Gem on the Dark Bulb Acolyte also good. Go into Irelia again, whose power is still Infinite Blade Bolts. When the foe Blade Dances, grant their strongest ally +1/+1 in attacks with the blades. This is a crazy power, by the way. I'm gonna reroll everything because we don't see Veigar there. And right, I got Farsight Alteration. Didn't need to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and Darkness, just make sure they never have any units on the board. They play Irelia. We can't beat it this round. But we can drop Wizened Wizard here. It'll give us something to block the blades with. Actually, I could have beat it. I could have just played Roar of the Slayer. Oops. It's fine. We get another Darkness anyway, and we can drop Veigar here. We probably want to kill Irelia before she Blade Dances, but it's going to take us 2 Darknesses anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter all that much. An attack with the Wizened Wizard. Now it only costs me 1 Darkness to kill. And they drop a new Irelia, which we're going to Darkness as well. Veigar is leveled. We're not in Chemtech until next round. We're going to kill Irelia again. And I guess we'll drop Tenor of Terror so that we have some blockers. I'll just do some blocking. And stress defense there so I don't die. Drop a Poro. Block with a Poro. This does 7, so 14. Next round it'll be 18. So the game is barely won at this point. We just need to survive all of the random stuff that happens here. So we do 16 damage because of Chemtech. And we do 16 damage because of Chemtech. And take Deathless on Veigar. It'll just make it so that if something happens that I didn't think about, we don't lose Veigar. He's really important to our win plan. I'm going to get rid of Tenor of Terror, because I don't really love that card. Go into Draven, whose power is God Among Gladiators. Round start, if they don't have a Draven in play, they create a Draven. I think it's round start, like round end. Round end, the foe summons Draven if he isn't in play. When Draven attacks, give him +1 and double attack this round. Keep the Mana Gem here. We'll see if we can find the other Mana Gem. If we don't find the other Mana Gem, drop Twisted Catalyzer. And when they attack, we're going to block with the Twisted Catalyzer and use this Darkness, taking no damage and increasing the power of our Darkness by 1. Drop Wizened Wizard this round. No point in killing Draven, he'll just come back. We can kill this Arena Battlecaster. We're going to want to do that later anyway. You can play Darkness before you drop your Veigar. That'll give you another Darkness in hand. This one does cost to play, and we don't want to block the Thrashing Snapper because it will take 5 damage. We're going to get a second attack here. And I think I'm just going to Pokey Stick him. That solves that problem. Let's guy reduces the cost of darkness everywhere by 1. This gives us an extra mana gem. We're gonna go and get an extra mana gem. Kill Kato. And it's something we're gonna want to do later anyway. May as well do it now. And we're gonna do double reborn Grenadiers so that we just have full blocking here. And they choose not to attack into something that they wouldn't be able to hit anyway. Drop Twisted Catalyzer. We're going to attack with this to increase the power of our darkness. May as well attack with these guys as well, because we kind of have an infinite amount of them. And we're just going to go ahead and hit the enemy Nexus. Probably didn't need to do that last attack. Challenge 46 is Ezreal, and when we see Ezreal, we like to use LeBlanc. Special rules are Savage Mysticism. Round start, each player gets a mana gem, and Gathering Storm. When the foe's units attack, stun the player's weakest unit, and the foe draws 1. For relics, we're using Double Stalker's Blade and Guardian Angel. LeBlanc is pretty close to a hard counter against Ezreal, and I think... I don't know, this is really interesting. There's a lot of good champions here. Galio is something we normally can't take, but because we have more mana, we could. A few levels that is really strong. Mountain Drake is pretty good, especially with... I guess Deathless doesn't matter too much. Morgana's package is good. It has a mana gem, but we don't really need that. And we have Black Cleaver, just gives us a lot of stun and lifesteal, and Soraka gives us an ult win condition. I think we take Morgana here. But maybe Galio's right. I don't know, man. Got a champion item chest. If they give you Farsight Alteration, you take that, because if you don't draw your champion, life is terrible. We go to Ezreal, whose power is target practice. The foe's spells cost 1. Round start, create a fleeting static shock in their hand, and if they evolve to champion, create a fleeting true shot barrage instead. We pass. They play Ezreal, we counter with LeBlanc. Play a Legion Saboteur. The Celestial Wonder is really annoying. Nothing else much to say about that. It's pretty frustrating. That does nothing. We're gonna go ahead and attack here. I think we sharpened Resolve the drummer because this guy will get +3 anyway. Now that LeBlanc is leveled, we no longer have any problems ever again. Not that we were having problems. Ezreal comes down, we're going to go ahead and boost LeBlanc. This actually will mean our Threshing Snapper will die. And I should have played a little earlier because he did get to attack us, which gave him a Mystic Shot, which presumably he'll use to kill the Legion Saboteur. And we play House Spider. And drop Morgana, cursing. They can of course get rid of curses for 1 mana, because all of their spells cost 1. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and Dark Binding here. This is a passing move. We'll take Adakon. That guy gets big. And we're going to... oh, we don't have the spell I like. That's fine, we'll just attack here. Blade's Edge, get rid of this guy before he takes Morgana's power. I think we just pass. Yeah, let Ezreal come down, then remove him with Mirror Image. Sharpened Resolve to finish that off. And they play their last card. I'm going to play Otacon here. And I think our attack looks something like this. Obviously an unstoppable amount of damage. Challenge 47 is Darius and Draven. Special rules are Mercy Killings, round end kill all damage units, and Let's Rock. Round start the foe summons a Rockfall path if they don't have one. That's something you need to pay attention to, because you don't want to accidentally get your unit obliterated. For relics we are using Double Stalker's Blade and Guardian Angel. Don't think it'll matter too much into Mercy Killings, but it's fine, I don't know. And take Misfortune here. I like everything it has. Double Deathless to deal with Mercy Killings is nice. And for items, obviously you're always looking for something like Black Cleaver on Warwick. Sounds good. And Mana Gem on Caustic Rift. It'll play twice, give us 2 Mana Gems. That sounds amazing as well. Then we go into Darius, whose power is Hemorrhage. Round end, deal 1 to the player's Nexus for each unit the foe has. Go ahead and keep our Crackshot Corsairs and our Warwick in hand. As I have a 5-star power, I could drop Warwick now. It's not a bad idea. I'm gonna wait for them to attack though. And I think I'm actually just gonna Blood Hunt here. Just removing that unit. And drop a Crackshot Corsair. Drop another Crackshot Corsair. They play a unit, we can play a Warwick. And we attack. Gonna lose one of our Crackshot Corsairs to the Rockfall path. Warwick levels apparently. We drop Misfortune here. Block with Misfortune. She has Last Breath Rally. And we just re-attack, win the game. Take Deathless. Deathless plus Guardian Angel is a timeless combination. Cut our worst card. Usually I just look for the most expensive one, Chempunk Shredder. You go into Draven, whose power is God Among Gladiators. Round end, if there isn't a Draven in play, put him in play. When he attacks he gets +1 and double attack. Reroll everything that isn't a Warwick. Try to get a Warwick. You can leave your champion in hand as well. That gives you a higher chance of drawing into your Warwick. And we're just gonna pass here. At this point I think they're gonna attack. And we're gonna play Caustic Rift and Blood Hunt. So we take no damage here. We also get 2 Mana Gems. We don't want to play a unit yet because of the Rockfall path. It'll go off and just get rid of nothing if we have no units on the board. Drop the Crackshot Corsair. Drop Misfortune. We're kind of trying to bait him into playing a card so that when we drop Warwick we can get some value out of these strikes. And of course we attack. He's at 2, we can just play Get Excited and win the game. So we're gonna do that. And finally for this set we have Challenge 48. This is Ezreal and Lulu. Special rules are Frenzied Fighting. Players' units have +2/+2. Round end deal 2 to all the players' units. Vicious Enemy, Mana Flow. Game start the foe gets a Mana Gem and Course of Power. Round start the foe gets an extra Mana Gem this round for each unit they have. So they're just going to have a ton of mana on Lulu. That'll mean she'll have like a full board on round 1 or 2. For relics, we're using Double Stalker's Blade and Guardian Angel, and we're using LeBlanc here to counter that Ezreal. It's going to be kind of critically important that we draw LeBlanc. And I think I'm reasonably happy to take Victor here. We're going to play a bunch of created cards, so I think it'll mesh well. And something like Excavator's Charge on a more impactful unit would be good because we're going to be taking damage. Generation on this House Spider is nice as well, But again, we want it on a more impactful unit. We can take Deathless on Victor, but I think I want to keep looking for something else. But that isn't a bad pick at all. I didn't find anything super good here. So I'm going to take Spirit Stone on Legion Saboteur and Vampiric Scepter on Victor. We go into Ezreal, whose power is Target Practice. The foe spells cost 1. Rounds start creatively in Static Shock in their hand, and if they level up a champion, a Fleeting True Shot Barrage instead. We do pull our LeBlanc, so our problems are all over. Drop a unit. We can actually wait until they play Static Shock. They're always going to play Static Shock. And that way they don't have something to target when they target units. Obviously, Ezreal gets closer to leveling up. You don't want them to level up. You end up taking damage for no reason there. And our units die because of the Frenzied Fighting, taking 2 every round. But we did get rid of an Ezreal, so I'm pretty happy with that. Swap bot comes down, doing nothing interesting. And we respond with LeBlanc. We're going to play Victor here. I don't think I beat Rocket Barrage, even if I sharpened Resolve, so lose a LeBlanc, which I guess is going to have to be fine. Use Hex Core upgrade. Both of my units get stunned. It actually sucks because I can't level up LeBlanc. Wouldn't have been able to stop it regardless, but unhappy about it. And a Hex Core upgrade. This does 3 damage. Can't stop that either. And we're going to go ahead and play House Spider here. This gives us sufficient blockers. We can play Thrashing Snapper as well. I guess we pass. See what happens. They decide not to attack, that's fine. Lose more units. Play a Hex Core upgrade. Not exactly sure what I want to do here. I'm gonna sharpen Resolve on Victor, and I think I just attack, pulling one of the Funsmiths. The Funsmiths have been really problematic. And I could kill this Funsmith and not lose Victor, but I'm just gonna lose Victor here instead. He has Deathless anyway. We can start reapplying Hex Core upgrades. Also get life from him dying. And we're gonna Blade's Edge. And we're gonna Whispered Words. We want to draw bank into LeBlanc. Don't find her, but we'll make 2 Ballistic Bots instead. This will give us Ignitions, which will do damage. And we'll probably save Bloody Business for something more impactful later. Like here, we could Bloody Business. And we'll drop probably Arm Gear Head next round. Hex Core upgrade now. Ezreal's leveled, which is a problem. Play Ignition. Play it again. Drop Arachnoid Sentry to strip Spell Shield. And a Legion Drummer here. We're just gonna open attack. We got him down to 2. Going to Sharpened Resolve to keep Victor alive. Might die from Frenzied Fighting later anyway, we'll see. We play our Ignition. We draw back into LeBlanc. Fine keeping Victor alive. And we'll Hex Core upgrade. I think he dies here. We drop LeBlanc. Drop Legion Drummer. We attack. We win the game. So the worst thing I did there was not protect the rocket barrage, which killed our first LeBlanc. Aside from that, went okay. Take Excavator's Charge, that's kind of a way to heal. And we're gonna get rid of a card here. Think probably Armed Gearheads. We'll go into Lulu, whose power is Adoribus. Round start, transform the player's strongest unit into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. And none of these say LeBlanc, so I misclicked and didn't get rid of the House Spider. The idea was to get rid of all of those cards. And we can play a Legion Saboteur and a Legion Saboteur. And we attack. Just Sharpened Resolve there. Would have killed that Lulu. Frenzied Fighting plus Squirrel means that your units are just going to die off one at a time. Isn't ideal. I would like to do 1 damage. That'll level up. Actually, I need to do 5 damage. Never mind. Thought I was closer than I was. Just play a bunch of cards and we attack. Something like this. As I said, they're gonna have a full board on round 2.
Well, this isn't the glade.
Gonna mirror image here. Okay, we pulled out their last card. And I'll keep one of the saboteurs alive. No point, I guess, because it turned into a squirrel anyway, but I did my best. Since they're not playing a card, I'm gonna drop House Spider. Gonna assume it's a Nopify. It wasn't. And we're just gonna pass. Now we're gonna mirror image. And we're gonna mirror image again. We're gonna keep this spider alive with Sharpened Resolve. And we win. And that is it for challenges 36 or 37 through 48 of the August 2025 monthly challenges. I think the only time we had any issues was a little bit on Ezreal here, to be honest. And then also when we didn't draw our champion in that Kindred adventure. Aside from that, it all seemed pretty irregular, pretty fine. And that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.